today's video, we are going to proceed in Physics 1, which is uncertainties and error propagation. So, for more information about this lesson, watch this video till the end. So, let us start. But before we discuss about our lesson, so let's have our math work. So, which instructs determine how many significant figures are in each numbers. So, bago ang lahat ng yan, ano ba pag sinabi nating significant figures? So, it will say significant figures. So, ayon sa ating kasulatan, it is the any one of the digits from 1 to 9 inclusive and 0 except when it is used to fix the decimal point or to fill the places or of unknown or discarded digits. Ito, in short, it is all about the non-zero numbers. So, kailan lang ba natin madedetermine ang significant figures na 0? Kapag yon ay isa sa nakatulong kung paano natin ma-fix yung isang number ba natin mabubuo. So, ano nga ba yung sinasabi dito? First example, we have 547. Ilang significant figures meron tayo? Kasi diba sabi natin pag significant figures, that is the non-zero. So, 547 has the 3 significant figures, which means, sabi dito, non-zero digits are always significant. How about next one? 2004. It has 4 significant figures. Bakit? May 0 siya. All zeros between non-zero numbers are significant. Sabi nga natin, yung 2004 na yun nabuo with 2 zeros. Para masabi natin na yun ay there is 4 number under 2,000. Diba? Kapag wala itong 2 zero, pwede nating matawag 24. Diba? Ang bawal sa inyo to, 24 ang tawag nun, hindi na 2004. Or pwede kapag nilagay nyo rito yung 4, at ito nilagay sa dulo, 2,400 na yun. Ganun po yun. Next, 7,000. Siyempre, it's 1 of course. Trailing zeros, sabihin sunod-sunod, without the decimal point are not significant. Sabihin, ito lang ang non-zero nyo. Therefore, isa lang ang significant figure ng value na yan. Next, 7,000.00. It has 6 significant figures. 4 dito, 2 dito. Trailing zeros with decimal points are significant. It's fixed. Ano yan eh? Halimbawa, ano yan for currency? Halimbawa, 7,000 pesos. Next, 0.0095 or 95 100,000 or 100,000 rather. It has only 2 leading zeros that are never be significant. Okay. Ganun po. Hindi pwede maglilid ang 0 kahit kailan. When we say uncertainty, it is every measurement has an associated uncertainty. For all measured values, we write y plus minus delta y, where y is the best estimate of measured value while the delta y is absolute uncertainty. Example, 15.7 plus minus 3.4 centimeters. Pero ang basa natin dito sa plus minus, halimbawa ito, 15.17 is uncertainty of 3.4 centimeters. So, fractional uncertainty. Di ba tayo kung ano po? We have delta y all over y, where y is the best estimate of measured value, while the delta y is the absolute uncertainty. If you all are familiar in random and systematic error, 'di ba halimbawa sa mga measurements, Halimbawa, sa trigonometry, hindi naman lahat ng pagkakataon ng absolute value lumalabas, may mga radicals. Karaniwan, meron tayong infinite. Sa halimbawa, mag-ano tayo ng calcu. Halimbawa, maglagay ako sin 60. Diba halos lalabas dyan ganyan? Halimbawa, sa math class nyo, ito yung lumabas. Yung iba dito gumamit ng to the nearest 4 decimal places, 2 decimal places, 3 yung iba kinopya. Pero pag in-apply nyo yan, halimbawa nag-multiply kayo. Sige, halimbawa itong 1.16, let's say yan. Yung iba gumamit nito. Ngayon. Halimbawa, magta-times tayo sa 2. So, ito 3. Ayan. Paano kapag nilabas ko? Ang ginawa ko lang, yung sagot ng sin 60, minultiply ko sa 0.87, which is yung equivalent. Diba? Kanina nakita nyo sa infinite value. In-estimate ko siya to the nearest second. 1.74. Kasi merong iba rin na merong mga ganong pagkakataon. So, next. Fractional uncertainty. So, we have delta y all over y. 3.4 over 15.7 equals 0.2165605096 or equals to 21.7%. Okay, ang inaano naman dito sa fraction uncertainty, ilang porsyento ang error niya. Ngayon, kung gagamitan natin siya ng calcu, we have 3.4 divided by 15.17. Then, ang equal niya is 0 po. Lang din. Diba? When you say uncertainty, yeah, every measurement has a minimum uncertainty based on the device. It is device, not divide. Okay? For analog devices, the uncertainty is half of the smallest increment. Let's say we have here ruler. The standard ruler increment is equals to 0.1 centimeters or 1 millimeter with uncertainty of 0.5 centimeters or converted into 0.5 millimeters. For digital device, the uncertainty is equal to the smallest increment. So, ayan. Makita natin digital na yan. The stopwatch increment is 0.01 seconds with the uncertainty of 0.01 seconds. Parehas lang sila kasi digital yan and then madali siya naman. Sa ruler, pwede tayong dahil nakikita niyo sa ruler, 'di ba? Meron tayong mga uka. I mean yung spaces between the lines or the graduations of the measurements. Di lahat pare-pareho sila ng separation. Yung iba ron, alam niyo na. We have slope uncertainty. Since all experimental values have uncertainty, slope does too. We have slope. Ito ang formula natin. Slope is equal to maximum plus the minimum over 2. Then the uncertainty of slope is equals to maximum minus minimum divided by 2. Let us have solved problem number 1. An athlete trainee run 0.6 km to 1 km. So we have to find the uncertainty. So finding the best estimate measured value. So x equals 1 plus 0.6 over 2. 1.6 divided by 2 is 0.8. That is your estimated value. How about the uncertainty? Delta x equals 1 minus 0.6 over 2. 0.4 divided by 2 is 0.2. Therefore, the slope is 0.8 with an uncertainty of 0.2 km. Don't forget the unit. Di iba-kaiba minsan ng computation minsan sa math saka sa applied math science. Magkamali ka ng unit kay tama ang sagot mo, mamamali ka. Also remember about that. Now, let us proceed. Addition and subtraction of error propagation. Basic operations naman tayo. Adding two measured value. So, let's say we have the length of 5 plus minus 1 centimeters plus 3 plus minus 2 centimeters. Or pwede na siyang i-read as with uncertainty. The largest possible value when length is 6 plus 5 equals 11. Sampu ba natin nakuha yan? 6, 5 plus 1 is 6, 3 plus 2 is 5. So, add mo yung dalawa, 11. So, ito yung 11. The smallest possible value is when the length. So, 5 minus 1 is 4, 3 minus 2 is 1. So, 4 plus 1 is 5. Ayan. The median value, 5 plus 3. Saan naman natin nakuha yung 5 plus 3 is 8. The final answer reflects to the median and range of the possible number. 8 plus minus 3. So, 8 plus 3, 11. 8 minus 3 is 5. Alright. Diba? Another one. When two values add or subtract, the new uncertainty is the sum of individual absolute uncertainties. If y equals a plus minus b, then delta y is delta a plus delta b. Paano ulitin natin yung ginawa natin? Ito. Another example. We have 3.04 with uncertainty of 0.03 seconds plus 9.08 with uncertainty of 0.05 seconds. Ang ginawa natin dito, pinag-add natin yung parehas na absolute measured value saka yung uncertainties. Ito pinag-add natin, ito pinag-add din natin. Ang mangyayari dyan, inad nga natin at ito lumabas. We have 12.12 with uncertainty of 0.08 seconds. Ayan. Next, solve problem number 3. How about this? We have to subtract. So, 15 with uncertainty of 2 centimeters minus 9 with uncertainty of 1 centimeters. Ganun lang din. Ito, ma-minus natin. Pero ang uncertainty ay ipa-plus pa din. Kasi sabi dito, makikita nyo na rito. If y is a plus minus b, then delta y is, ayun pa rin, i-add pa rin natin yung uncertainty natin. Kahit i-subtract nyo to, addition pa rin yan. Kasi wala man nakalagay dito na, plus minus plus lang. Therefore, 15 minus 9 is 6 and with uncertainty of 3 centimeters. Next, we have multiplication and division of error propagation. When measured values multiplied and or divide and they add their fractional uncertainties to determine the fractional uncertainty of the result. So, solve problem number 3 is we have 15 with uncertainty of 2 centimeters times 9 with uncertainty of 1 centimeters. For absolute measured values, we have 15 times 9 is 35. Minultiply natin to. Ito medyo tingnan natin na mabuti. Next, for absolute uncertainty, ito kasi yung ginawa natin multiply natin gaya nito. Magamit lang tayo ng kapag may another factors po tayo, no? Next, for absolute uncertainty, ito yon Ito yon. Ginaya lang natin. 2, yung uncertainty, over 15, delta A over A. Delta A, A. Plus, yung ito, uncertainty, saka yung ito ay, kung mapapansin nyo, ginamit lang natin dyan, yung fractional uncertainty. In-apply lang natin siya dyan. Okay? So, 11 over 45 is equals to 0.2 0.244444444. Or pwede naman natin siya lagyan ng vinculum from ito 0.244. Kaya lagyan natin ng vinculum line, which means the undefined bond. Sabihin yun yung repeating. Okay. So, ayan. Nilagyan natin siya ng vinculum line. So, substitute x equals 135 since ito yung nakuha natin eh. Ito ay hindi pa natin final to. Kasi ang hinahanap nga natin dito, uncertainty. Hindi naman natin masasabing uncertainty na to. May x dito. Hala, mawala yan. Ngayon, na-substitute na natin. Ang next step natin is multiply both sides in 135. Or pwede naman din natin i-cross-multiply. Ba't ko nga pala ginawang ganito? Pwede naman pala i-cross-multiply to. Okay. We have 32.9. So, para ma-justify natin kung paano ba naging ganyan. So, let's have here, simplify na natin cross multiplication. So, we have here, ito gawin natin 11.25. Multiply natin siya sa 135. So, we have here, oh, how come? Ay, okay, sorry. It's my mistake. So, it's 11.45 rather, sorry. Have 33. Ito ay, depende ha. There's what we call the systematic error. Pero pwede rin siyang 32.9. No? Okay. So, we have here 135 with uncertainty of 32.999999 centimeters squared. Bakit centimeters squared? Here, cm times cm. Palalaki x times x is x squared, diba? Ganun lang, cm times cm is centimeter squared. Alright. Other solution for absolute uncertainty, ganyan lang po ang ginawa natin. So, halimbawa. Okay, divide nga natin to. 4, 5. Oh, 0.2444. Okay. Okay, ito, 135 times, ito ay depende kasi minsan, kasi merong iba nag-estimate at meron ding iba na hindi, of 4. 32 pa din. Pero kung ito ang ginawa nyo, ayan. Yan yung tinatawag nating uncertainty talaga. 32.4. Meron iba dyan, 32.9. Meron ganon. Diba? Sabi sa inyo. Next. Let's have here another problem. 5.0 with uncertainty of 0.1 km divided by 2.0 with uncertainty of 0.2 r. Anong gagawin natin? For absolute value, di-divide lang natin yung uncertainty. Ito kasi, it's either you have to multiply or divide. Okay? Pero kung tatlong factors, pwede mo. Ganun ang gagawin mo. Oh, meron tayong 2.5. For absolute uncertainty, so we have to use na lang natin yung alternative solution. Diba? Ginawa natin, in-apply lang natin. Ito, then tapos 3.25 is equals to 0.12. 2.5 times 0.12. Ito kasi, diba, ito na yung equal niya. Tapos, sinubstitute nyo. Ito, multiply nyo. Ito, sinubstitute lang as 2.5. Multiply. We have 0.3. So let's have here calculator just to check the that's what we call systematic error. Diyan ayan, at least na ngayon na-apply din natin dito. We have 2.5 multiply. Okay. Wait lang. 2.5 times 0.3. 3/4 is equals to what yun? Ay, okay. Sorry. Na-apply lang natin yun, no? Okay. Yan, tama na. 0.3. So, therefore, we have 2.5 with uncertainty of 0.3 km per hour. Bakit po kilometer per hour? Nag-divide tayo. Ito, dinivide nyo dito. So, ayan. Recording uncertainties naman tayo. All experimental uncertainties should be rounded to one significant figure. Round measured values to match the place value of the uncertainty. Halimbawa, we have 3.085 with uncertainty of 0.3 inches. So, one significant value, sabihin non-zero, di ba? Ang papakialaman nyo dyan yung uncertainty at sasakyan lang ni absolute. Estimated to 1 sig fig. Ito, isang significant value lang itong 3. Because leading zeros cannot be significant. Diba? Tama lang naman. Ang place value nito ay tens value. At ngayon hahanapin nyo yung tens value ng 3.085 which is yung 0. Anong katabi ng 0? Yung 8. Therefore, yung 0 natin maging 3.1 na lang. Kasunod naman itong isa. Para maging 1 sig fig yan, ito, kailangan ma-estimate nyo dito. Kasi dalawa to eh. Saan yung pointer? Dalawa to. Kailangan maging isa yan. Since 7 ang katabi ni 3, magiging 4. Itong 4 katabi yung 5. So, magiging 3.85 with uncertainty of 0.4 seconds. Siyempre, estimated in 1 sig fig lang dapat. Ito naman. Whole number to. Ito, yan. At di nyo kailangan maglagay ng point kapag once na nag-estimate na kayo. Kaya 1 sig fig. Therefore, we have 140 with uncertainty of 30. Power rule. Let's proceed in power rule of error propagation. When multiplying or dividing by a constant, the uncertainty must be multiplied or divided by the same factor. Ano pong next step natin dyan? So, we have 5 times 5.25 plus minus 0.03 seconds equals 26.25 with uncertainty of 0.15. So, gamit tayo ng calculator. Paano pong ginawa dyan? We have to distribute. So, we have 5 times 5.25 equals 26.25. Then, meron tayong 5 next times 0.03. Pagka ganyan sa fraction sa calculator nyo, just press this S to D. No? So, we have 0.15. Ayan. Ngayon, paano pa naging 26.3? Estimated in 1 sig fig. Ito, para maging 1 sig fig siya, ano katabi ng 1 is 5. So, therefore, aangat yan. So, from 1 to 2. Then, ano ang place value nito? Tens. So, tens, dapat ang katabi nito ay 5, magiging 3. Ganun lang. Powers, it is also extended version of multiplication rule. Ito po ang ating formula. If y equals a sub n, therefore, your your delta y over y is equals to absolute value of n times the fraction rule of error propagation, which is delta A over A. Let's have 2.0 with uncertainty of 1 centimeter raised to cube power. For absolute value, yan, yung 2 centimeter cube, naging 8 cube. 8 centimeter cube, brother. This is your absolute value. Then, for the uncertainty, sinubstitute lang natin yung y sa 8. Therefore, so ano yung n natin, yung exponent? 0.1, then gamit lang natin yung... So, tinimes natin both sides of equation sa 8.0. Okay? Hope you all get what I am pointing. So, ito, 0.1 all over 2 is 0.05, I guess. Let's see. So, how come? So, 0.1 divided by 2. 0.05 nga. Tama lang ako. Okay. 3 times 0.05 is 0.50. Now, you have to multiply it to 8. Therefore, you got 1.2. You want to... No. You want a proof? Then, I'll give you 1. Here. Alright. Therefore, ito, paano naging ganito to? Ito, gawin mo ito, para maging 1 sig fig yan. Ito lang makatabi niya, so magiging 1. Since 1 to 4, kapag 1 to 4 ang katabi ng number na gusto niyo estimate, retain nyo yung number na yon na dapat yung estimate. Halimbawa, nearest one, katabi nito 2. 1 lang yan. Kasi, ano nga natin, 1 to 4. Pero pag, or 0 to 4. Pero pag nag-reach niya ng 5 to 9, doon siya tataas. Halimbawa, kung 1.5 to, edi magiging 2 yan. Or kung 1.9, magiging 2. Diba? Mga ganon. Ito, wala namang katabi itong 8-0 lang naman. So, therefore, 8 with uncertainty of 1 cube. Paano naging, 1 cubic centimeter? Kasi, Now, next we have solve problem number 1. This is a special problem that possibly appear in a test. Kasi meron, based on my, sa past year ko, na sa physics, meron gantong lumabas. May mga ganto talaga. At ano ang pinagsasasabi ko? The radius of a circle is x equals 3 with uncertainty of 0.2 centimeters. So we have to find the circumference and its uncertainty. And we all know the formula of circumference is 2 pi. Actually, radius yung ano din yung x or 2 pi r. Dito 2 pi x. This is for the absolute value and this is for the uncertainty. We have to note a pi equals 3.14 and make sure your scientific calculator is in degree mode. So kung paano ba natin mani sa calcu? You have to press shift. Ayan, meron tayong deg, rad, drg yan. So 3, make sure yung nasa calcu nyo ay naka letter D. Which is letter D na siya. Okay. We have 2 times 3.14 times 3 is equal to 18.84. So, let's try in our calcu. So, pwede natin gamitin diretso yung pi mismo. 2 times pi times 3 or 6, meron tayong 6 pi or 18.84955592. So, pwede siyang 18.85 since ang katabi ng 4 ay 9. Okay. Next, we have 2 times 3.14.2 is equal to 1.256. Or kung ano natin sa calcu, tingnan natin ito yung tinatry lang naman natin sa calcu. Just to explain, or we have to prove what is systematic error was. Or is rather. So we have here 2 over 5 pi or 1.256637061. So ang katabi ng 6 is ito, pwede namang 1.26 as is, 'di ba? Ganun. Or kung iyan natin into 1.257. Therefore, we have 19 with uncertainty of 1 cm. Just to make it 1 sig fig. So, ito. So, magiging 1 lang. Anong place value ito? Katabi nito, 19. Ito naman sa uncertainties, pwede kayong kahit bahala kayo mag-estimate ng malaki. Basta dapat ang final answer ay naka 1 sig fig. Okay? Now, let's have a activity. Yan ay, you must try this if you can. So, calculate the following measurements and uncertainties. Estimate then, of course, in 1 sig figure. So, meron dyan addition, subtraction, multiplication, distribution, division, and we have the power. So, apply lang natin lahat ng mga nalaman natin dyan. And also, we have activity number 2, yung gaya nung kanina. Kanina, di ba, ang ginawa natin, we have to find the circumference of the circle. But this time, calculate the uncertainties in the measurement of the volume of the sphere. Yan, etong formula to ay volume ng sphere. If the radius is 5 with uncertainty of 0.1 centimeter. Okay, well done. So that's all for today, and hope na mapag-ano pa tayo sa pang videos. And I would like to thank all my subscribers who doesn't unsubscribe me due to long inactive in my long inactive era. So that's all for today. So hope na tutukan nyo pa rin ang ating math lesson. So nagiging busy lang, kaya siguro hindi tayo nakakapag-discuss ng mga lessons. Yung iba kasing videos ko, kung mapapansin nyo, merong 2 months ago, 1 year ago, merong 3 months ago, bago ako mag-start ulit. Kasi yung iba kasing PowerPoint din, ay ginagawa ko talaga siya. And may apologies if nakakakita kayo ng error, typographical error sa aking PowerPoint. At ito naman mga PowerPoint presentations ko na to, ay makikita niyo siya sa Google Classroom ko na nakapost din naman sa website. So, paano ngayon yan? Let us see each other in my next possible videos. Hope to see you when I see you again. Bye!